Welcome to your very first tutorial video. Of course, you know Rick Wheat, my partner here in Commercial Properties, Defaulted Commercial. Right now, this video tutorial series is going to show you how to generate a massive amount of lead flow. See, we like doing things big. We like generating tons of leads. So right now, what we're going to show you, we go back to my office here, just a few blocks from here, we're going to show you how we are generating a massive amount of defaulted commercial real estate leads.
These properties we're involved in are a little known, even less understood niche in the commercial real estate. It is the small to medium sized properties, $500,000 to $5 million, income producing, apartment complexes, retail, office buildings, self-storage, mobile home parks, anything that's out there that's improved, that fits that need, fits that niche. And we're talking about properties in distress and properties that are in default. So it segues directly into what you've been teaching these guys all along.
Now, the best thing about doing these deals, you may or may not know, is that you can do these deals no money down. Seriously, it takes no money out of pocket to do these deals. It's actually easier to do some of the commercial deals, Rick, as it is some of the single-family residential properties. Would you agree?
Absolutely, no question about it.
We generated over 32 leads in one weekend where people are bringing all the deals to us. What's your favorite part about our lead generation system?
My favorite part is that we're actually generating leads right here,
yeah,
right now. While we're not even around the office. It's automatic, they're submitted, remote control, hands off, autopilot, and it works just great.
All right, we're sitting here on our set of wheels. As I promised, I'm going to take you to our office. Dolly's going to take us down there, aren't you, boy? Tell us what's happening in the commercial end of this. Why are there so many commercial properties in default right now?
Most of your commercial properties had loans that were a good portion of them had loans that were originated back in late 04, 05, maybe early 06. A lot of those are coming up for renewal. The funding they're having a hard time to get. All of a sudden now they're going into default. The mortgage companies are foreclosing. So it's just created a perfect storm, if you will, for the small to medium type properties out there.
One of the things that we recommend about our real estate business guys is stay within an hour of your house. Right now here in St. Augustine, we stay typically within 1 hour of where our office is. We don't want to be traveling all over the place. When we show you this very specialized lead generation effort, we're going to show you that you can get all the leads that you want. Literally, I don't care where you live. I don't care if you're living in Tupelo, Mississippi. You can find every single deal that you want within 1 hour drive of your office, of your house, and be able to create a virtual commercial real estate business with defaulted commercial income producing properties.
And distressed properties.
And distressed. They are everywhere. Rick, I tell you what, before we actually head to my office, we're going to stop by the winery and pick up a couple bottles of wine for the wives. What do you think?
I love it.
Okay, real quick, stop by the winery, pick up a couple bottles of wine, and we get right into lead generation. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You're the owner of this property? Okay, phenomenal. This is great. How many people does it actually seat?
42.
42 people? Okay, great.
Everything's on the back. There's a lot of information on the back of there.
Okay, fabulous. Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, great. So, as we ride through downtown, tons of commercial buildings for sale, tons of old homes. As you can see from this property, is built literally back in the 1800s. This was back when Santa Maria and the Pinta and all that landed or something, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
They probably ate in that house.
They probably did. That looked like she probably cooked for them.
So this is a husband and wife team that own this amazing downtown commercial property, and they want to get rid of it. Now, Rick, why do people want to get rid of some of these commercial properties when this is an income-producing property, it's cash flowing? Why in the world do they want to get rid of it?
Our chauffeur just said that they're tired. They've been out here for years and years and years. They just want to explore other opportunities. So they're They're just tired of doing it.
Yeah, sure.
And they're willing to just walk away.
I know we just got a lead on a daycare center where it's income producing. The daycare center's been in there for years and years, but obviously the person that's managing the daycare center, he's just tired of dealing with it.
Just wants to sit back and generate some revenue.
But the
In fact,
property is.
Here's another one right here. Yeah.
The other one
Golly,
right
bum. Look at the weeds.
Yeah.
We'll go over this in some of the training videos, how to spot these things. But I mean, that one there looks like it's got a lot of potential also.
Yeah, this is one of the finer commercial properties that we have in downtown St. Augustine here. It's actually close to one of my favorite bars. I should knock it. You know, that's how I find my way back home. I look for the old building. There's the main street, main drag. That street right there is St. George's Street. That is the oldest street
in the oldest
in the
city.
country. Now, before we head to our office, I wanted to show you just a few commercial buildings. Literally, we can't go 4 or 5 blocks to our office without running across multiple buildings. Now, my driver here, one of my drivers, my illustrious Will here, takes us around downtown when we come down here to relax in the afternoon. Tells us about all these different properties. Now, this particular property behind us is in the fall right now. How do you find out these properties are in trouble?
Just by being on the streets, watching the businesses, seeing what they're open business are doing.
Pretty obvious if you don't see anybody on the building, and you know it's supposed to be open and serving food.
Right, and it's a small town. People talk.
Yeah, right.
It's a very small community.
Another telltale sign is you see a building with boards on the windows that leads you to believe it may not be open.
Right.
I figured that part out.
Well, hey, what we're talking about is the building next door. This is
Right.
what's so great about it. I actually talked to this gentleman that's got this building next to the one that's boarded that you probably saw in the pan shot, and he's got very bad health. One of the really amazing things about how he runs this restaurant, he actually lives about 3 hours from his restaurant, but he runs it by watching video cameras and watching the people at work on video camera.
I just don't believe that video technology.
No, the
rough way to
guy
run a
can't travel.
business, that's
He's
for
got
sure.
he's got tremendous back pain. But here's one of the interesting things about that building. I don't know if you guys know, it's paid off. He does not have a mortgage. That's the part I don't understand. Smells like that garbage truck you mentioned by too. So we're going to show you exactly how to generate some incredible deals with Fund Finance properties. Will, thanks for showing us around.
Appreciate it, Will.
You're welcome, guys. Have a good afternoon.
All right, you too.
buddy. You too.
Let's actually head back to the office.
Please. Okay. We've got too many leads waiting on us.
All right. Now, as we walk up to my commercial building here, guys, I might as well point out that we bought this building with $2,500 down. It was a bank repossession. They also gave us credit for 24 months, Rick, I don't know if you know this, of $2,400 a month, but over $48,000 in credit on payments on this bank. It was an REO rehab deal that we did, and we paid $325,000. We just had it refinanced. It appraised at $960,000. We pulled a little over $400,000 in cash out of this.
And that's before you knew what you were doing.
All tax-free money.
I love it. Yeah, baby.
All right, let's show you guys how to generate some leads.
Let's do it.
So we're on our way to see the building, and the really, really cool part about it is that we've got our evaluation form with us. Just dictated all the numbers to Rick. Within seconds, Rick's pulled up the numbers for the building. And this sucker is at what, 17.5% cap rate?
17.5 cap rate.
Okay.
And if we can buy it at 17.5 and then turn around and sell it at a 7, 8, even a 9 cap rate, make it a good buy for some investors. I mean, the money we could make just turning it like that's going to be staggering.
Now, guys, let me point out that one deal could absolutely change your life.
No
one
question.
of these deals can change your life. Now, I'll never give up my short sale business. I'll never give up residential because it's 100% automated for me, and we're gaining an average of 22% returns on our short sale biz. Mm-hmm. But deals like this, guys, you can get really, really excited. Let me point out that although the asking price is $800,000, he's saying it can be bought between $650,000 and $750,000.
Right.
Okay. All right, great. So that's actually around $16,000, $17,000 a door.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, the beauty about that is you've got 40 units that you can pick up for a song and 2 dances. Why in the world would you want to sell it?
Right.
All of a sudden, you get that thing bringing in just buckets loads of trailer loads of net income per month. Why in the world would you want to get rid of it? you just hold on to it, and it will show you over the next couple of videos how you can take that and turn it into a 6-figure paycheck within a 9 to 12 month period of time, and hang on to the property all at the same time. That's one of the beauties about our sweet spot commercial deals.
Absolutely, and you showed a gross income, a yearly income of $312,000.
Yep.
That's pretty nice.
Yep. Not
Not
bad.
too shabby.
Not bad.
Let me do the math on that real quick on my iPhone. What is that? 312 divided by 12. The monthly on that is 26 grand.
Yep.
Not too shabby.
Yep.
26 grand. And we should also point out again that this is right near Jacksonville University.
Mm-hmm.
And as a matter of fact, we just stopped here in the Bennigan's parking lot. Look at that, Rick, right there. Another
love it.
commercial building that's completely vacant.
Absolutely
High
love
grass.
This is,
Available.
Jeff, this is
all
exactly
messed
what
up.
we point out in some of the training, that you can use the same exact strategies and techniques that you and I are using in the house business to find these vacant commercial properties. You got the weeds grown up, you got that vacant parking lot out there, you got all of the different things that are shown as telltale signs that the property is distressed and is vacant. And you could probably, and this is on a hard corner, this is on a prime corner location, which we also talk about in the training manuals, which makes it an absolutely picture perfect opportunity for somebody, as long as the owner of the thing is really willing to work with us. I mean, that's all part of the deal. But yeah, it would be great.
The other thing about this building that I really like, guys, this is not a small apartment building. It's 22,000 square feet. These are all 1-bedroom, 1-baths. Pretty good sized little units.
Perfect for student housing.
I know the roofs, just the little bit that we talked to Sean about on the way here, we didn't film that part of the conversation, but the roofs are new. Some of the parking lot's been redone. So this is not like a completely demolished building.
Oh, not at all.
Now, one of the other things we're going to show you is how to be able to log into our Commercial Property Scout program and submit the deals right in our system. Now, if you submit the deals on our system, we're not looking for scouts in this in this program and this online training. Although if you want to do that, we're happy to do that. We're looking for potentially partners.
Right.
What we'd really like to do is train you how to do it and how to use everything that we're doing, this automated process, to get oodles and oodles of deals. But here's one thing that's really different and unique than anything else you're going to see on the internet or any of the other guys that are training commercial or anything like that, is Rick and I had to create a system that really was fully automated.
All right, man.
Jeff.
This is my partner, Jeff.
Here's the Villager, and then there's some others just right across the street that I emailed you.
Cool.
Right on.
Cool.
Outstanding.
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Absolutely.
You'll notice up there, you got the windows and the doors all boarded up. Two things about that. Number one, it gives you a real good idea of that the place is vacant. Number two, it does a good job of protecting the place to keep people from coming in and vandalizing it.
Now, you found this because you roofed it? You did the roofing job on it, or?
No, that's what I actually do, is that I work for a general contractor and I do sales, and I sell roofing and paint jobs.
Okay.
So he's all over town.
So I'm all over all the time. And with what I do, it gives me a fairly good idea how to inspect a property.
Each one of them has a little bit of an interior courtyard area that's completely locked up. Some of them are metered right now, others aren't. Yep, that's it, because there's the back. There's the back one. It's got the courtyard.
Right.
Perfect. So that's what it is.
Good.
Now this is a good, stable neighborhood. There's a daycare center right down the road from us. There's quite a few apartments here, and most of the apartments here look like they're occupied. Certainly, there's nothing with meters missing, and there's not boarded up properties. So obviously, there's a need for tenants in this area.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. I like the fact that it's block with stucco. Well, it's concrete finish, and there's no maintenance on the outside whatsoever, but just paint. And the roof, all the roofs are new, right?
Correct.
Okay. And we'll get some action just on the letter of intent.
Oh yeah.
So if we get the LOI in there, and they like the numbers, we don't have to do anything until we
Right.
little banter back and forth and see where it's going to end up.
Sure. We could probably head back to the office and start putting together some numbers on this pretty quick, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
wanna
And
go
did you
across
say
the
you
street?
had? Did you say you had some other ones over here that you found?
You're looking at it.
Okay. While we're here, let's go look at all of it.
Yeah.
Right
Heck
across
yeah.
the street. Right there.
Now, are these, Sean, all vacant?
No. You're about, if I'm not mistaken, you're at about 50% occupancy on this.
Okay.
I don't go for anything over about 60% occupancy.
Good.
Okay, good.
Good.
Because I'm figuring at about 70% they're breaking even. Anything below about 70%, it's going to be a drain on them. That's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and actually, that's exactly right.
Tile floors as opposed to carpet.
You got nice looking appliances. You got nice looking cabinets.
And these are all townhouses. These are all 2 stories. What? 2
Two-story
bedroom, 2
townhouses,
baths.
probably 2 1.5, something like that.
That meter's those 2 meters are barely running, so nobody's home. You can
Right,
obviously tell from
right.
that. But they're running, got green tags, so they're occupied.
The majority of the roof leaks is where the return and the intern ducts are at, where they come from the package units on the roof. That's the majority of it.
Have you seen the insides of these units?
Yeah.
They're in pretty good shape, aren't they?
Yeah, except for the ones with the roof leaks where they've been for so long, going for so long.
Right.
Like I say, when I first got here, me and my tech, we walked the whole 200. It took us like 3 days, and I made a list of everything that was missing, wrong, whatever.
So there's 200 units here.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Maybe the receptionist will be back directly, man.
Okay.
She's been here, her and the manager's been here longer than we have. They could tell you, and they know about the office part of it. They can tell you more about it.
Okay. Good deal. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
Have a great
thank you.
afternoon.
All right, see ya. 200 units.
That's all you do.
50% or less occupancy with roof challenges.
Walk around, find somebody that knows some insight into it, get all kinds of stuff, all kinds of some pertinent details.
You get something like this even at 80% occupancy. You can imagine the cash flow that comes out of this when you buy something like this at a distressed value.
Put a nice security fence around it so that the people in here feel comfortable. Put security lights, make it like a ball field when
Sure.
at night, so they feel comfortable. Man, you could be putting students in here just by the boatloads. Or go the other direction. Turn it into a subsidized Section 8 property. Put
That's what I was
people in there where the government's sending you a check every month.
Right.
Would that be okay too? That you sitting there just waiting to go to the mailbox on the first of the month to get your big check from the government? Here's an additional revenue source. Every time a quarter goes in one of these machines, part of it goes in your pocket.
Yeah. That's an updated panel box too, 200 amps. So
Yep.
the electrical's been updated in this.
See how nice these things are? Look at this. Look at this vacant thing.
This is one of the 2 bedrooms probably.
Mm-hmm. That one we looked at was probably a 1-bedroom.
Nothing any different than a distressed pre-foreclosure residential property. It's got the same green swimming pool. It's got the same thing with water damage and things that need to be fixed, but it's everything that a lender is going to look at and say, okay, we got a cash offer. Or we got the ability for someone that wants to create terms. In a particular situation like this could be it could be an owner that's paid down to 20% of the loan balance. He's willing to do a carryback. Something like this, finance-wise, if there is, if it's got paper on it where it's paid down to 50% or below, you can easily go get a first mortgage on this with no money down, get the seller to carry back a 30% second, 20% second mortgage. You can actually walk out of closing with checks on
Yep.
deals like this.
Yep.
You're only
Trick question.
limited by how many deals
many
that
you
you
can
can
find.
evaluate. Yeah.
And you're only limited to that by how many people you have out there finding the deals for you.
Let's point out that this thing has a complete interior courtyard perimeter. Once we get the outside of this thing fenced, if we decide that this is a property that we want to pursue, you've got a courtyard area where the kids you can set up a volleyball court, you can set up you could even do a daycare center.
You could put in a playground out here, and we talked about putting in a daycare center where you offer the residents a discount for keeping their kids on site. You offer the extended neighborhood the opportunity to come in, bring their kids into our property, and generate some fairly sizable amount of revenue for the project itself, just like a laundry machine or a vending machine over there. All these different revenue streams you're able to generate with these commercial stuff that you can't do with a house.
Right, some of them with roof leaks, so we got some water damage. Those are going to need to be rehabbed. Those are going to be major. But you don't have to fix those completely when you take the property down.
Right.
You can do it as you want to.
Stage it in buildings, a building here, a building there, give the people that are living in it the opportunity to move into brand new ones, and then just keep adding to it as you go.
Right. A couple of features to notice. You've got all secured mailboxes.
The sign.
You've got on-premise laundry
What's that?
facilities. You've got a ballpark here on this side. You've got a ballpark on the other side. And we got a property manager that's on site. We're going to go find her. We're going to find out who the owner is, and we're going to call him.
We don't necessarily need you to give us a tour, but if you got any kind of a layout, that sure would be.
Yeah, I have a layout.
Awesome.
Would you like the floor plans also?
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be great.
Okay.
Great. Excellent.
It's at about 20 or 30% occupancy because I was looking at the thing on the wall that was blacked out. She didn't tell us this because she probably didn't want to share it with us because she didn't know who we are. Looks like it's about 20% occupied. So at 20% occupied, they're either going to be fixing it, it's transitioning upward, or it's stagnant and nothing's happening. And because nothing's happening, it probably means that person's bleeding. All right, good. Call it a day,
Cool, man.
guys.
We'll let you get on to work. We'll get to work and see what we can come up with. 3-bedroom townhomes starting at $795. Then you've got the 2 bedrooms, $650. 1 bedroom's probably $525, $550, something along those lines. Man, it's an excellent mix.
It
Got
really
some
is.
of each.
Here's the layout of the actual complex.
Right.
So when we walked in the backside here. You notice is a complete courtyard. Now these are all fenced in. So this is this large courtyard area with the pool. And we've been in the car now for 2 blocks, and here we are right in front of Jacksonville University. So we can see that we're in a really good location. See you on the next tutorial video.
See ya.
Hey guys, Jeff and Rick here again, and we are taking you to our next video tutorial. I'm so excited to bring this to you. Right now, if you've never done anything with commercial property because you are a residential buying investor, that is going to change for you because we are going to show you an automation tool that Rick and myself specifically built for our commercial business. Now, Rick's the commercial maniac. He's controlled over $1 billion in commercial properties at one time as an acquisitions manager for one of the largest buyers in the country. I'm a residential maniac. We really decided to get together and create some automation tools to give you an immense amount of freedom and to take away any guesswork. Rick, show them how we have people bringing us unlimited commercial deals, pre-screened just like we want, in the exact range that we want, completely edified. It's amazing.
What we've put together is an automated system that allows us to put an ad in a couple of locations that will generate leads for people to find properties for us. That's just one of the several different ways that we use to get leads coming in, but it's absolutely the most powerful that we've got. Craigslist.org is the place where you go and you can find just about anything that you want. Now, Craigslist is divided up into states and then into cities. I'm just right up the road, just outside of Jacksonville. That's the area that I like to farm, just down in St. Augustine. That's the area he likes to farm. So let's just go and I'll show you the ads that we ran to start building our work of property scouts, bringing in leads to us. Went to Craigslist over here, and let me just show you some of the ads that I've run over the last few weeks, just to give you an idea. I am a huge proponent of Craigslist. These are just the ads that I've run for some of the properties commercial properties I've been involved in just the last couple of weeks.
These are really great ads too, and for instance, check out storefront with vacant lot. Can't beat this deal. So properties under control, they've got to be leased, they've got to, they're income producers. Craigslist is a great place to do that, guys. But specifically, we want to show you the ad that we ran that brought us a ton of property scouts bringing us deals fully automated.
I want to show you one thing that I think is a very key component to this, Jeff, and you don't mind me sharing some of our secrets with these guys. You've already told me that.
Yep, I don't mind at all.
If you go to the real estate jobs available, jobs being offered, you come up here and you click on this and it says, okay, I'm looking for a condo associate manager. They do this, they do that, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? I mean, that is such a generic ad. That is so 2007.
It's copy intensive and it's hard to read.
Absolutely, absolutely. The way I like to run ads is a little secret that I learned in some of my internet marketing stuff. I like to use ads with images on them. You'll notice there's no other image ads run. Come over here. Here's the ad that I ran to create the bird dogs, the property scouts that we have been using just within the last couple of days. If you'll notice an attention-getting headline up there, you've got a graphic down here that if any of you know or are familiar with Craigslist, they only let you show 4 graphics. How many do we have here?
There's about 12.
There's 12 graphics on this one side that are all talking about the types of properties, small apartment complexes, office buildings, storage warehouses. That's our niche. That's what we're advertising. And if you'll notice, read the ad to them, Jeff.
Property Scouts needed. Very aggressive Jacksonville-based commercial property investment firm seeks eager individuals to help them meet their 2009 acquisition goals for small to medium commercial properties. Extensive training will be provided. Must have reliable transportation and a digital camera. You set your own hours and your own pay. Virtually unlimited income potential.
Now, if you had any clue about real estate and were looking for a job or looking to make some money, do you think that'll get their attention?
No doubt about it. Well, obviously it did get their attention because we're going to show you. Now, one of the other things I want to point out here on the ad that we created, Rick, go down to the bottom there where it says this isn't any type of a scam. We're not hustlers trying to get you hooked on some kind of a scheme. We're honest to goodness commercial real estate investors looking to acquire a substantial number of properties in the next 30 to 120 days. We need your help to achieve our goals. There's absolutely no cost. Your only expense is a little gas and a little time. You determine what you earn, and substantial income is absolutely possible. So this is leading them directly to our site, which is our next, I call it our in-house virtual assistant.
Oh, absolutely.
That never sleeps, doesn't come in drunk.
Doesn't ask for vacation.
Doesn't ask for a raise. Like
Day
this
off.
is 24/7, 100% pre-screening done for you. It's amazing. So Rick, what happens from here?
Well, let me just show one other thing down here. You notice I did put down there that phone calls about this job are okay.
Sure.
I don't mind taking phone calls if the people are that excited about it that they want to call and speak to them, or if they just want to make sure we're for real.
Right.
I will tell you that just within the last 24 hours, I've spoken to a senior real estate appraiser.
Yes.
I've spoken to an attorney. I've spoken to a property manager. They all have joined up.
Extremely qualified people,
oh,
guys.
No question.
The talent we have coming is amazing. All right, take them to the site.
Okay, so they go to the site here, and they sign up. We've got the copy on the site there. Tells them all about what we're looking for. Tells them about all what we do, how they get paid. Then they come down here and they click there to create an account. That allows them to come in, fill out all of their pertinent information right there. Click down here to join the team. Once they join the team, they get dropped into our
Commercial Deal Network. Now, guys, this is the assistant that basically takes all of the information that we need. It's all done online. Now, 24 hours ago, we ran the ad on Craigslist. You probably saw the date on the ad. Now you're looking at the dates on that's actually come in. In the last 24, literally 30 hours, guys, look at the property scouts that have actually submitted information to us. Now, these buildings, we're not showing you to go scour LootNet and all these other websites. You personally, with all of your time to go figure out how to do this, I want you to think in terms of complete leverage, complete edification, where people are bringing us the deals, and that's precisely what's happened here.
You notice my dad even signed up. He got excited about the prospects.
Why wouldn't he?
Oh, why wouldn't he?
Unlimited income.
He's been an investor for years and years. He wants to make some money off of us. I don't mind. Do you?
No, not at all.
So these guys come in. Now, not only that, but just to give you an idea, the way we've got our program set up, this not only collects property scouts to do it, but then they come in and they enter the properties.
Yes.
We've already, just in the last 36 hours, 30 hours, however long, whenever I launched this thing yesterday, or they've already submitted 6 leads have come in just from that. Now, the beauty of it is a lot of these are already pre-screened to the extent that they are exactly what we're looking for. Now, let me share with you what I've done to make sure that they give us what we're looking for. In the welcome email that they receive, once they create an account, we've given them a link to some training. That the training manual tells them precisely, this is what we want, this is what we don't want. They can download that, they start reading it, they go out and they find these deals and put them up on the site.
Here's the really cool thing about it. The training course, it's got different segments in it. It allows them to go ahead and figure out what the cap rate is on these properties. So when Rick says that they're bringing us these deals 100% fully pre-screened, we're not kidding, guys. We're not only cherry picking the deals, we're cherry picking our property scouts, the personality of the people that we want to deal with. The course that they get, it's all free. I mean, the manual that we've created for them shows them exactly how to become an acquisition manager for us. That's precisely what they do. They load it up on the internet.
Got a property here sent in from one of our property scouts.
Okay.
Here we're talking about a, let's see, this is a medium income apartment complex in fair condition. The asking price is $3.4 million. The market value as it sits is $5.7 million, and that's based on the broker's statement of the current NOI. The motivation: the seller was out of town. He was out of town, and he had management headaches that he's dealing with. Here's the income information that that the property scout put on the form. Here it talks about it's in a great location. It's less than 50% occupied. Out of town owner, needs some light cosmetic repairs. That sounds like a perfect opportunity for me. I mean, we're talking about a huge upside potential right off the bat.
Absolutely. Let's look at another income producing property. I know we looked at this obviously before we started the tutorial video. This is one we're really excited about. As a matter of fact, I want to see if we can get the property scout on the phone. We've seen them. You guys saw the ad. You saw that he came to the web page. You saw he loaded the information. We're going to call him live right now. We're going to have a conversation with him, and boom, we want to go out and talk to him. So this is Sean.
This one? Yeah, this is Sean right here.
Perfect.
This is a 40-unit apartment. They're asking $800,000. That's
$20,000 a door.
per door.
That's not too shabby.
How can you not make money at $20,000 a door? So what we're going to do, we're going to give Sean a call.
Show him the comments there, Rick. Look at this.
Oh, okay.
Motivation. Property shut down by city. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Failed to pay utilities for what is that? 90 days. Okay, they were cut off, leaving tenants without.
Down here, they've done rehab on 10 units already. 10 more are almost done, and they've already started on to the second 20. So they're already in the process of doing some rehab to try to get the place back up to snuff.
Now, as we promised, guys, from the very first opt-in video and tutorial video that we already started, out-of-town seller foreclosed property condemned temporarily by city. So we're looking for pre-foreclosure and REO properties, specifically deals that we can buy at very deep discounts, income-producing properties that you can buy automated and easier, frankly, than you can go buy a single-family residential house.
No question. Why don't we get Sean on the phone?
Okay, great.
Sean.
Yeah.
Rick Wheat.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm doing good. Don't call me sir, man. You make me feel old. I'm doing good. Hey, I wanted to talk to you about that Justina Road apartment that you had sent over on the website.
Yeah, very, very good.
Talk to me a little bit about it. I understand that it's a motivated seller, and the guy lives out of town. You've taken a good close look at it. Fill me in on some of the details that you saw.
Correct. Well, it's in a phenomenal location. Nice school. You've got parks nearby, main roads. It's a very convenient location. It's essentially kind of a rundown property in a fairly nice area. As I understand it, talked to a couple of the tenants, and the owner has a hard time paying the electric bill, so he's having a hard time keeping the place occupied.
Now, my understanding is that is just within just a few blocks of one of the local universities up there. Is that right?
It is. It's probably about a mile, maybe about a mile and a half away from one of the major universities here in Jacksonville, correct?
One would think that that might give an opportunity for somebody that's pretty sharp at putting together some student housing, and there you've almost got a guaranteed year-round close to 100% occupancy on that.
I think so. With the university and the close proximity of the schools, the nice neighborhood, that should easily be a 90% occupancy unit.
Oh, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Hey, Sean, this is Jeff, too, by the way. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing very good. How are you?
Excellent. Listen, we want to go ahead and come out and see it, and we're going to be free a little bit after 3 o'clock this afternoon. We're in St. Augustine. Do you mind if we drive up and take a look at this property with you?
No, I will actually meet you there. I'll be there at 3 o'clock, and I'm driving a silver F-150.
Okay,
Good
great.
deal.
I'll be in a black Escalade. We'll take your BMW, whichever one. And we'll meet you at 3 o'clock at the property. Really look forward to working with you, Sean.
Okay, very, very good.
All right, buddy. Thanks. Talk to you then.
Very excited. All right, talk to you soon. Thank
All right.
you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. That's cool. Now listen,
did it get any
we
easier
ran
than that?
ad. Person went to website, filled out information. We call person. The information, the property's already loaded up. We've already looked at the details, guys. It's absolutely an incredible deal. And here's the best part about everything that's occurring, guys. These are not even pocket listings. These are deals that don't even exist. People that meet other people at church, at the gym, any other kind of a club, they're finding these deals covertly, if you will, and bringing them to us on this website because they trust us. And I like this guy. I think he's going to be a superstar.
Oh, he's going to be an ace. He's going to be an ace.
You remember that guy, Rob, that brought all those properties to us? And just amazing, amazing guy. Guys, every one of these people that enter their information, you never know what they're going to bring. But I can tell you right now, we don't need to waste any more time, Rick. We need to go look at this property right now. So we will see you on the next video tutorial. Hey guys, welcome to your next video tutorial. We're sitting out here at the Rick Week compound. What is it, 15 plus acres out here?
Yep.
And we wanted to talk to you a little bit more about some commercial properties. As a matter of fact, one of the things that we like to do is we like to increase our edge. You saw from the video tutorial yesterday as we went through our whole commercial scout program right on the internet. People just bring us deals, and we sit here fishing all afternoon. But one thing about this that really works out great is that we just sit here and watch our iPhones, and when we get an email, that means that at that point we've gotten a new deal. Then we go to the site right on our iPhone, look at the property, look at the notes, and see if it's a deal that we want to proceed. So we're just going to sit here and they say head for the mountains. We're going to head for the pond, and we're going to sit here and fish. One of the great things about fishing, though, especially when you're you want to increase your odds and you want to be really successful at it, we like fishing at a completely stocked pond and full of fish, and there's probably several thousand catfish in here and all kinds of different big fish, big brim and bass and so forth and so on. We like to increase our odds, just like the website brings in all these deals while we sleep. They bring in deals while we get to hang out here and fish, and as you can see, this thing is just boiling with fish, isn't it? Rick, there's a big fish in here somewhere, isn't there?
There's a huge fish in here. Now, you know, we'll get these little ones right out here along the dock. But the one that we're really looking for is the one we call Grandpa.
Right.
That's the one that's out there down at the very bottom of the pond. He's been there for 10 years, ever since we've been on the place here. And, you know, we've hooked him several times, but never have been successful bringing him in. And so, you know, there you caught one. Bring him in, Jeff.
One of the things that we do like to do, though, if we have a big party over here, the best way to catch these guys is just to throw an M80 in there and they come to the top by the hundreds. But anyways,
bring him up to
so
the
we'll
surface.
throw him back. He's got to grow, but we got to jump in here on Granddad. So
Yeah,
I'll let him swim around a little bit and
we need to get
his exercise. Now here's how we catch Granddad out there in the middle. We put a little one like this on the hook. That's what we're doing here. We're catching a little one, and we're going to put him on a big hook. There's a 25-pounder out there that we want to catch. Well, let's go see if we can catch him. What do you think? Now, yesterday, if you guys didn't see that other video tutorial, boy, he's pulling like a banshee just to be a little guy. You saw the properties that we looked at, 2 large commercial properties, one with 40 units and one with 200 units.
Right.
And it looks like we are going to end up going to contractor. At least we're
certainly going to put a letter of intent
on both properties.
Yep,
we made contact with the corporate owner on one of them, and we're going to see what we can put together. Sure enough, the site worked. We got our transaction. All right, guy. I think a big one's got the little one. So what do you say, Rick? Let's go out and
let's do it.
Let's see if we can catch that big one.
Yeah, I think Grandpa's calling our name today.
And then we'll talk a little bit more about these commercial deals once we get out in the boat.
I looked out across the river today.
We've got some acreage right here in the middle of one of the most affluent neighborhoods in all of Northeast Florida. Got a 2-acre pond out here. Got my parents living in one house, my sister and brother-in-law and their family living in one house, and my wife and my family live in one house. And so we're all just right here, all within the compound, and that gives us an opportunity to have family get-togethers, you know, once or twice a week, or you know, as often as we want to. And it really does allow us to live the lifestyle that we want.
But it's by choice. You guys wanted to set this up this way, and it's the real estate business that's allowed you to do that.
The real estate business has certainly allowed us to live like this. My dad's been in real estate since before I was born. That's where it's in my blood, I guess. And you know, he's got some incredible investments. We've been making some good investments, and so yeah, it certainly has allowed us to do this.
You know, we're going to go take a look at more deals today. I just want to make sure that we've got plenty of time to do that. Now, one of the things that I'd like to... Wait, my phone is buzzing here, so I got a deal that just came in.
Well, I hope it's not going to screw us up.
Take a look at this deal.
I'm going to catch Grandpa.
Hang on one second. Let me see. All right, we got this is nice. This is a good deal right here, Rick. Matter of fact, our guy says there's 2 other investors coming out to look at this deal. We need to go look at this deal, Rick. What are you doing?
No.
Did you hook him?
No.
We got 2 investors that are going to go to this property. Like, we need to go right now and go look at this deal.
No, I'm not going to. No.
Just cut the line. Cut him loose, man. Let him go. We'll catch him another day. Don't worry about it, Rick. Would you rather go pick up a big building, or would you rather catch that 25-pound catfish? He's not going anywhere. He's going to be in this pond.
Yeah, there's not too much place for him to go.
Forget that. Come on, Rick. Do this thing. As you can see, we're about to cross the Napoleon Bonaparte Bridge, who is a famous world conqueror. What we want you guys to do is we want you to be a famous financial conqueror of mobile home parks, because that is precisely what we got called from the Rick's compound there, his 15 acres out fishing. Sorry you had to cut the line on that 25-pounder there, Rick.
I'll get even with you.
I really hate that for you, buddy, but that's all right, because we're about to go hook the big fish that didn't get away.
Yes, we are.
What we got here for you guys is a mobile home park. As a matter of fact, here's what it looks like, and it's in a pretty decent area. It's at 1.795. It has several very important attributes that I want to point out. First of all, number one, it is distressed. Okay, it's 90% occupied, which is not bad, but the units, the pads, are leasing for $210 a piece. And locally, other pads in a mobile home park that's fairly close to it, I say fairly, within 10 miles, which is the only comp, by the way, leasing at $275 a pad. So we can see that it's at a distressed rental. Now the challenge here is that the homeowner is out of state and the broker that's selling it is out of state. Those are 2 really bad combinations, and the owner of this mobile home park, frankly, is just sick of dealing with it and managing the on-site manager who's supposed to be managing the park, but we think it's probably taking money out of it, cashing money out of it, and so forth. Now, I think anybody or most people know that Warren Buffett is Warren Buffett, which is what is he? A 26 billion. He's worth $26 billion. Something like that.
You got a few bucks.
Warren Buffett is a major player. As a matter of fact, he is the single largest owner of mobile home parks. All we're talking about, guys, I know some people think mobile home parks, I would never own a mobile home park. What you're owning is the cash flow that the park produces.
Just hold on just a second. Let me just point out to you, Jacksonville has just become one of the largest shipping ports in the nation with the installation of some of these ports over here. And this is within just a short drive of our park.
Yes.
So it's an excellent, excellent location for employment for our occupants to be looking at. That would be a good place to prospect for tenants into the homes we're going to be having available.
Two other things too. It's also close to the zoo, and my favorite part about it is that we're right near the nuclear power plant, so it smells like one big giant fart when you're coming down here. Well, luckily the wind's blowing the other direction today. So it is. It's owner financed. It's got 100 units. It's 90% occupied. There are 15 rentals that are placed on the 100 units that are leasing for well under $400. The market is at $550, by the way, for units that would be on those pads. So it's a great opportunity as those pads come available to buy other mobile homes. Matter of fact, I actually went and pulled down a site for you guys that we look out. Mobile Home Village, Mobile Home Marketplace. You can buy these single wide mobile homes for, here's one for $4,700. Here's one for $3,000. There's one for $500, 1979. Guys, it doesn't matter. It's a structure that somebody wants to live in. You can buy these and have them delivered for pennies. And you can turn around and lease these puppies out for $300, $400, $500. In our case, where this park is at, we can lease these out for over $500. Now, we'll talk a little bit about the income producing capability of this. As I said, the owner is currently aged. He doesn't want to deal with it any longer. He's basically said, look, we just want out. Now, here's what we really love about it, right, Rick? This guy wants to owner finance this.
No question.
He's willing to subordinate. So let's talk a little bit about that, because I know you guys are thinking, okay, how do we get into this? $1.7950 is what the price of this is. Incidentally, the park that's just 10 miles away is 2.4 that's on the marketplace. That's 90% occupied. So I want you to notice anything that's 90% occupied is good. So how is it distressed?